February market update for 2021. Roll the intro. Thanks for tuning in. My name is Victor Prasad. I'm a real estate broker here in Southwest Florida, servicing Cape Coral, Fort Myers, Bonita Springs, and Estero. I create content showcasing Southwest Florida through video and answer some of the most frequently asked questions on the internet. To stay up to date with our local area, be sure to click that subscribe and click that bell notification so you're kept up to date with the latest content. So if you're considering moving or relocating to or from Southwest Florida, be sure to call, text, or email me. By the way, if you found one piece of information helpful in any way, be sure to hit that like button, which helps my channel being found through YouTube's algorithm. Thank you in advance. Also, there are helpful resources in the description box, and it allows me to update the information periodically. So let's go ahead and dive in. First, we have less than a month of inventory here in Cape Coral. For the month of February, we have 673 listings. Sellers are getting 99.5% of their list price. And lastly, we closed 536 properties for the month of February. Now that we've talked about the stats, let's talk about what's actually happening in the marketplace. So first, if you have vacant property that failed to sell in the last 2 years, you can account for a 14 to 25% increase in the price for properties. From 100,000 to 200,000, 13% increase. Beyond a 200,000, it basically comes down to the view and location of the property. If you own a vacant property in Cape Coral between the years of 2009 to 2019-ish, and you do not see yourself building a home here in the near future, now is the time to sell and potentially make a decent profit. If you bought the properties during the mid-2000s, we're not seeing those type of prices. And if you own that lot from 2000s and earlier, chances are you have way too much money invested in the property with the purchase price and the taxes. And you're either going to give it to your children or grandchildren. In either case, they will probably sell the property and cash out. So if you're considering giving it to your kids or grandkids, I challenge you to ask them this question. Son, daughter, grandson, or granddaughter, would you rather have this property in Cape Coral, Florida, or would you rather me sell it and you use the money? For example, house, wedding, car, college, another investment that performs and gives you a return. This is the real question. I'm not taking any digs at anyone. I've lost money in the real estate market as well. We just have to decide when we are done throwing good money after bad, right? Next, let's talk houses. Here are a few scenarios. If they apply to you, then you should consider selling or buying. You're thinking about moving back up north to be closer to your family. You're thinking about moving into an assisted living facility. You own a property here in Southwest Florida and haven't had the time to use it. You can do a 1031 exchange. You own investment property or rentals and need to cash out. If any one of these scenarios describe your future plans, now would be a good time to sell. Moving on to new construction properties. Everyone is out of inventory. I've heard some builders have products coming onto the market by the end of the year. How true is that? I'm not so sure. Because almost every builder has quoted 12 to 14 months or longer. It all really comes down to the materials. Cost of material prices have gone up for new construction. Within the past month or 2 months, we've seen price per square foot increase by 10%. Currently, lumber prices have tripled. Trusses are on 3 to 4 month back ordered. Concrete has risen. And why this is important is that if you want to secure a low price, the earlier you put in an offer on a new construction home and get it under contract, the cheaper it will be for you. Between land prices increasing, shortage of inventory, and building materials going up, there's no doubt that this will continue throughout this year at a minimum. I'm guessing the pricing of properties will come down once the building material supply chain is back up and running at full capacity. Also, during these market updates, I'm actually going to throw in some tips and tricks while I'm doing it. This gives me an opportunity to connect with you in regards to what's happening in the marketplace, any advice that I can give now that's current and relevant. So one thing that I've seen is on some of the land that's going for sale in the marketplace, there has been some scenarios where the sellers have been increasing the prices. This doesn't necessarily happen with the private sales. However, it has been happening with builders who own a substantial amount of inventory. My advice to you is make sure that you're giving a full day for the seller to respond. And that way you're not locked into contract waiting back and forth for them to respond to you and see another property come up and miss the opportunity because you're within that contract. That's one of my recommendations. The second recommendation I have for you is when you're putting an offer on land or a home, make sure that you have all your financing, your pre-approval, all the financing part taken care of ahead of time, and do not wait till you put a contract together and then provide a pre-approval letter. As a listing agent, when I go to list properties, it's imperative that I have the pre-approval letter for that buyer, just so I'm able to verify the financing with the banks and make sure that they were able to get all those documents and provide them to the bank, so we know that there should be little to not as much hiccups along that process versus getting somebody who doesn't have that and, just said, hey, how much do I qualify for? And next thing you know, they really do not qualify because they never pulled any documents or anything like that. The market's way too hot to be wasting time on that front. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you found some value in this video. If you're thinking or even considering relocating to Southwest Florida, be sure to call, text, or email me. I'd love the opportunity to connect with you. And if you want to know more about Southwest Florida lifestyle, then if you haven't already, be sure to smash that subscribe button, click that bell notification so you're kept up to date with the latest content. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, own more real estate.